Hello everyone and welcome. We are back. I've been away again because yeah, a very dysfunctional home life. And I was forced to go do something, help out my family even though I didn't want to, and I don't have my reading stuff with me there, and so here I am recording a day later. Whatever, I'm like literally over it. I cannot wait to um move out on some point, trying to save up money for that too. um so yes, I appreciate each and one of you who are supporting me, and you're making a lot of stuff come true for me and help me out a lot. Even if you don't realize it, it means a lot to me. So let's get started. We're going to do a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus. We're going to continue on with the Are You Going to Reconcile reading. My nails look like shit. I cut them all off. I want to do them today, so they're going to be extra short. I didn't have time yet to finish them. So I want to get ready for some stuff, and I want to kind of look the way, like I want to look nice, and I know the hands are important in reading. So let's get started. For Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, are you going to reconcile? Let's start with your person's energy. We have cards that fell out, and I don't like this. I'm going to reshuffle because it's 3 of them. And I'm already pissed that they fell on the ground. And if it's 3, I don't want scattered energy. I want one consistent. I want the, what's the most powering energy, the most dominant. Let's see, Spirit. Where's the person at? We have the bat. Let's see for you. Where's your energy at? Pisces. No, Pisces. Sagittarius. We have Will. And let's see the energy that's connecting the 2 of you. We have Instigator. We gotta start something. I want to clarify that with Tarot. What did they gotta start? What did they gotta start, Spirit? Clarify the Instigator card. I usually don't post shit like this, but I want to see what's referring to, because and we have the Death card, because Instigator can be for anything literally, and I want to see what it actually is so I don't start talking for nothing. So yeah, we have all of that ready. Let's just get into it, guys. So Sagittarius, or did I not start with Aries? I'm confused. I don't remember which one. Well, if I say here Aries in the beginning, this is going to be for Sagittarius. I've already made up my mind. I started shuffling mostly and pull cards for Sagittarius energy, so I'm not going to switch it up. Let's see. So, we have the Instigator and we have Death card. The first thing that's you think of when you see the Instigator is just like starting a fight, starting some drama. It's like that type of thing, which is why I wanted to clarify, because you can't instigate anything. Gotta start something. Does the something mean? What do you gotta start? So with the Death, the energy that's connecting the 2 of you, it's like starting to finally work on yourselves. Remember, because I had another card that came with the Death, and it was the Sun. I'm mentioning it, not putting it there, but I'm mentioning it, and I'm letting you know. So it was the Sun. And it's like, it's kind of giving me the vibe that the 2 of you want to change, want to work on yourself, want to transform. You gotta start doing that. You gotta start going through transformation. You gotta start embracing those transformations. You gotta start embracing that journey of transforming, of, it's like leaving behind your old selves and moving on to something else, something better that's going to, bring you happiness. That's where your current energy is at. It's just like not necessarily about starting fights with one another, because the two of you are not in contact. If you're watching this video, you're not in contact. You're not checking in for a relationship or something, a connection that's currently happening. You have contact with them. You're talking all the time. No, you are not in contact with this person. And so it's more about your journeys of finding happiness, of focusing on yourselves, of putting behind you past stuff that's, you know, been very destructive for your relationship and all the relationships in general. It's like moving on, becoming someone else, becoming better, making different choices, making different decisions, and overall healing. This isn't as destructive as the Tower moment. It's not gonna be sudden change, but it's just like, I feel like it's a decision. It's blending those energy, because we have a lot of black and white into this Death card, as you can see, and you can see the sun in the back. So it's like, you know, the death has happened. It's happening. The change happens when you're alone, when you're at night, when you're reflecting. The thoughts of the past usually come more during the night. Like your old versions of selves are going to haunt you at night and nighttime. And by seeing the sun in there, it's just like it's almost sunrise, and it's soon going to be over. You're not going to be continuing on being the same version. It's going to be day. There's going to be change. It's just not going to be the same. You're not going to be into the same energy, and you're just letting go of those parts of yourselves. And it's like with the bat, for your person and where they're currently at, I think that card is an air sign energy. And it just came to me that bats have a good hearing. From what I've read, I'm not entirely sure, but bats don't see very well, and they base themselves in their travels and finding their prey and moving around based on sound. They hear really, really well, but they don't see really, really well. So your person is trying to maybe not use their logic as much, because the bat is also associated maybe with transformation, with letting go. You know, it's like it gives the same vibe. You know, I kind of felt that it was kind of the same energy, because I remember, like, from what it's written in the guidebook, that the bat is just, you know, a night creature, just like we did the comparison before in the Death card, and the soon is going to be dawn, and and it's all going to be over, you know what I mean? And so it just gives me that vibe that your person is more so trying to focus on, or learning more, how to listen better, how to listen efficiently, how to listen to their own instincts, how to listen to themselves, to their emotions, how to embrace them. And kind of focusing more on what's hidden than what you can see, because you can see the inside of the bat's wings are colored, which means that probably they have a really colorful inner world. They have a lot of desires, a lot of things that they want to achieve and get within their lives, but maybe we can see the perspective from the outside. The bat's wings are black, so you cannot see that. So it's like your person is trying to tune more into the waves and the sounds that their inner world is making, and not really going for anything that's outside of themselves right now. Especially in relationships too, they're trying to listen more, to be more patient, to be more compassionate, to put it into the other person's perspective, rather than trusting and believing in what they see. They know that once you start to hear somebody and not let it pass through you because you're seeing something or you're distracted by other things, they know when you truly see a person, hear a person out, that's just helping them build more meaningful connections. So they're kind of working. If you feel like you haven't really been listened to in the past in your relationship, your person is actually working on that. They're working on listening more. They're working on trying to understand and to kind of go more by what they hear, but what they discover. But it's more so about hearing with their own heart, not hearing with what they hear from other people. Like, they want to make their own discernment, because it's like, you know, the Bath is going to trust their own hearing, their own eyes, you know what I mean? It's just like they're going to trust their own. They're trying to learn how to trust themselves in discerning what person is good for them, what person is not as good. Like, there's a lot of things with you, with the whales. You know, when I think of whales, I just think of wisdom. I don't know why, but whales are like, I know that they live for a long time, from what I know. Like, they live for a long time, and I know that whales are not as malicious. They're like actually quite friendly. They're also, you know, mammifers like we are. And, or is that dolphins? I think whales are too, if I am not wrong. I don't think they get eggs. I'll do my research afterwards, but it's just like they're, you know, even from movies, when you see with whales, they're like super compassionate, super friendly, and they're inclusive. They don't necessarily form bad opinions about people depending on like external stuff. Let's say race, ethnicity, age, where the people are from, and all of that stuff. So it's like you may have a variety of friends that are from all over the world, but it's just like you right now, you just want to kind of, you're going and diving deeper to your own inner world and your own emotions. And it's like, you know, whales also communicate, I think, through sounds more, and it's also like wavelengths, and it's more so going within and looking at yourself and at your emotions and trying to express them. Because also whales, I think that they live long, like I said before. There's like longevity somewhere in there, but it's like you can see from the colors, like it's really colorful on the top and black on at the bottom. So it's like all about diving deeper, all about going more within and wanting to kind of express your stuff. It doesn't make me feel like you're somebody who's unstable, who, you know, doesn't have capabilities, because whales are like, it gives me a bit wisdom, like I said before. Like, it makes me think of wisdom. And so you've had plenty of experiences, plenty of challenges throughout your life, and now you're just like, you're kind of seeing almost it all. And it's associated also, like you can see that's like Sagittarius is also about wisdom and all of that stuff. So it's like you're kind of into archetype of the Sagittarius, even though this card is a water sign. But it's more so that you've seen it all. Like, nothing surprises you anymore, and you know what to do in every situation. You're kind of because you've experienced so much, you've also grown a lot into a different and better individual. And so it just gives me the vibe that you have just reached like emotional fulfillment or stability, and you're not kind of unstable emotionally if you used to be. So this is the energy check in for you and your person, and what's the connection between the two of you. And with the tarot now, we're going to go and see if you are going to reconcile. If it's going to be first card, the answer to the question, yes or no. Sometimes it's unclear, and I get clarifiers as well. And then, you know, it may start as a no when I say it, so don't freak out. It may start as a no. And then as the cards come by, it might turn into a yes, or vice versa. It might start with a yes, but it's going to be with a but afterwards. You know what I mean? So let's just see, Spirit. Is Sagittarius going to reconcile with the person? Yes or no? We have a no. Clarify the no, please. Oh, shit. That's unusual. I was not expecting that. I'm going to tell you. Let's see what's going on. What's going on? I feel like I must say that with that card, I'm going to start saying it now. With the card, it just gives me the vibe that the two of you are growing more as individuals than growing together as a couple. We have Strength reverse. It was coming up upright and it just decided to fall on the desk in reverse. So I'm just taking it reverse. What else? Ten of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords. It was upright, fell in reverse on the desk. Give me one more because we usually do 6. Okay. What do I want to click? What is their burden? What is their burden that they're carrying, Spirit? Interesting. The burden of the future. The burden of making plans to progress. Okay. Just gives me like common ground. Might have been burdensome. Strength. Clarify strength. Ugh. Get clarifier. Give me the 10 of Cups. 9 of Wands. And clarify the Chariot, please, Spirit. Well, the answer remains no, as in right now. Energy changes all the time. I'm not telling you a fixed outcome. I'm telling you what the fuck is going on in the energy of your connection currently. And it's a no. It's a big fat no. I am sorry, Sagittarius. It's a big no. Like I said in the beginning, the two of you, maybe because we had the Death card up right before for the energy that was connecting the two of you. You gotta do something. It was like you gotta change. So that was just like, well, the two of you may know that you need to change, so we can like switch it now that I have more to see what's going on. We can switch it to the fact that while you know that you gotta change, or maybe you may be working it, like I said in the beginning, you may be able to work more on yourself and to change and to progress as separate individuals rather than do it and grow together as a couple. Or it could be that you know that you gotta change in order for this relationship or connection to work and come together, but you're not doing it. The 8 of Pentacles, which is a no, is you're not willing to put in the work that's necessary. Clarified by that, it's clear that you're not willing to put in the work. Like either you or your person are not willing to put in the work necessary to make it work. You're not willing to change as a couple, and seeing it as like the 10 of Wands, right? So the 10 of Wands is burden. The 3 of Wands is positive, but just combining it with the 10 of Wands, it's just like, it feels like the you're still in the waiting time for this relationship to flourish. It's still a waiting time. Almost like it gives me that vibe of a waiting list. It's just like waiting for either love to happen or change to happen. Nobody's doing shit about it. You know, because it's facing this. One of you knows that either you or your person know that somebody here, like the opposite, is carrying a shit ton of burdens, and they know, and just like looking at it, you're not working as a team is what I'm getting. You don't know how to work as a team to make sure and to ensure the longevity in the future of this connection. Because the 3 of Wands is about waiting for ships to come to you. You've invested stuff and you want to get back, but maybe you've stopped investing, you've stopped helping, you've stopped sharing those burdens or helping each other out with those burdens. You're not able to see the possibilities, and you stopped prematurely giving into this relationship, and it crumbled. It crumbled. You started expecting way too soon before giving. Because, you know, we're just like, that is going to be the 4 of Wands. And, well, why can I not remember the imagery of the 4 of Wands right now? Okay, the 4 of Wands is celebration. Then we have the 5 of Wands, which is competition and fighting and blah, 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 blah. The 6 of Wands is about success, going forward. You know, it's like, well, you got stuck there. You're not progressing to that 4 of Wands at all, because we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. The 2 of you are just too guarded. You're protecting too much of your heart. Maybe thinking of this As be like, when I don't want to be hurt. You're not giving too much, or maybe one foot in, one foot out. Because with that strength, it's just like, you know, the Emperor just takes what he wants. The Emperor doesn't give up. The Emperor just puts in effort to get what he wants. And the strength is, it goes hand in hand with the fire signs, and it's like Aries, and the strain is about Leo. And so when it's in reverse, it's about insecurity. It's about ego issues. You haven't tamed your own ego. You don't have it in control. You don't have it under control. When it bursts, and it gets pretty ugly. And it's just like you may be prone, due to having that low self-esteem, low self-worth. You may be prone to giving up easily or self-sabotage. And you're also guarded, which is creating a wall between the two of you. You're not connected. One of you may have been, you know, this might have been a type of situationship or friends with benefits. One of you wanted more, the other one didn't see it coming. They didn't see it happening. But regardless of that, your values, what you want, what you desire out of this are not aligned. We have the Chariot there. Lack of balance between the two of you. If you were to see it from the perspective in which I may want to see it sometime, and it's like focusing more on your person rather than your energetic connection, it's like your person cannot move on from you with the Chariot in reverse. 10 of Cups, your person isn't happy without you. Your person feels defenseless without you. Your person, the breakup has taken a painful hit on them with the Strength in reverse. They're very burdened. Everything is not going well for them after your breakup and shit like that. So it's like, there's two sides of this, and there's always going to be either or. But seeing it as the way that I've described, the Queen of Swords, is like coldness, bitterness, and it just doesn't give me the compassionate vibe. Really, good vibes. Like, I would take those as meaning that if any other things were positive. But everything in here, except the Emperor maybe, but in the Three of Wands, but depending on what they clarify and I don't know how to talk. Depending on which card I read it with, just gives me the vibe that it's like it's clarifying it, and it's in a pair, so it's like it cancels out. And while that might be true, it's like it still reflects back to the Death card, even if neither or both of you can like move on, and it just leads to a lack of growth with that Death. It's just like, you know that you need to change. And while you don't want to give up on one another, staying stuck into this and still wanting to be with each other, or you wanting to be with them, it's not promoting growth. It's just like a double-edged sword. It's like, yes, when you miss this person, they miss you, but you're also not growing, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do to kind of reconcile at some point and become healthier individuals. You're just like stuck into missing, stuck into seeing what's lacking, stuck into, you know, being bitter and sad, and, you know, blame it all on everybody else around you, and life sucks. You know, it's just like that. Like, I get that heavy energy about this specific situation and connection, and it's like, you need to put yourselves first and focus on that change for it to happen, you know? Because right now it's not looking good. And if you keep on staying stuck, you're gonna just make it longer before it's over. You can tell. Let's see when. This is not fixed. It may change. I don't know when I'm going to do a check-in for this type of reading. So it's like, I'm telling you, it's gonna change. Don't take it as a final answer. Whoever tells you, whatever reader tells you that they can say a final answer, they're full of bullshit, okay? Nobody can tell you a fixed answer. It's your life. If you don't resonate with something, just simply do not take it. There are psychics out there who connect with spirits and all that stuff, or can predict certain events correctly. You know, it all depends on perspective. It's unrelated. So we have 6 years. Let's see another for timing of when you're going to reconcile. And we have 4 years. So yeah, a pretty long time. You want to make sure that start changing. Start focusing on your growth. Stop keeping yourself stuck. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope that this was helpful and informative. It gave you maybe the closure that you needed to continue on moving on and focusing on yourself and your own journey so that the two of you can get together in the future. And thank you so much for supporting me. I will see you in the next one. Bye.